production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
The point after through the raindrops. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Throwing is Wentz. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now we have Wentz here, still down on the ground. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Let's go! 319! 319!
Now Thompson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Play action. Kennedy. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kennedy. This is caught. Gronkowski. And they are.
Here we go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Lutz puts this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
Let's go! 3-19!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. And the Steelers signal for another timeout as they'll stop.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
On first down, Kennedy. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jeremy Macklin, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And that's blocked. The Steelers get it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
A terrific pump block, and that has to set them up in a position to try and get more points, don't you think, this time frame?
Absolutely, and what a momentum booster that could be into the lockers.
Oh, without a doubt. They score here, they sprint into the locker room, feeling really, really good about themselves.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frank
And goal.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Operating from the gun, Kennedy. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Jeremy Macklin, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13.
Sometimes they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The Browns on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Here we go now!
They're going to look to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
All right, here we go. Blue 90!
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And that is incomplete. Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right. This is 3rd and 10.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, Kennedy. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 12. A big play on 3rd there for the Steelers. 45 yards.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this.
Once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go.
Back to throw. Kennedy.
319.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Seth DeValve, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
At 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Operating from the gun, Kennedy. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points.
Pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 5 yards is the pickup there as that run a play here. No victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will extend their lead now.